Your video gets a couple hundred views and then flatlines. Could be day 2, could be day 5, but it just stops. My last few videos did exactly this, so I dug into why. CTR looks fine, retention looks decent, so what's the problem? There are 6 reasons this happens, and most of them have nothing to do with the metrics you're staring at. So in this video, I'm going to show you the 6 reasons YouTube stops promoting your videos after a couple of days. Positioning, consistency, lying metrics, the retention number that actually matters, packaging mismatches, and videos nobody actually wants to watch. By the end, you'll know exactly what to fix. So the first reason your videos die is positioning. Your video shows up on someone else's homepage. Let me show you mine right now. Look at this. Sorted Food, Nerdforge, creators I've been watching for years. Millions of subscribers. That's who you're competing against for my click. So here's the thing about positioning. Most creators are making videos at what are called the solution-aware level. If you're a fitness creator, how to fix your squat form, or tech channel, how to optimize your router settings. These are fine videos, but they only appeal to people who already know they have that specific problem. Problem-aware positioning reaches way more people. Instead of how to fix your squat form, it's why your knees hurt when you exercise. Instead of how to optimize your router, it's why your Wi-Fi keeps dropping. Can you see the difference? When your video is positioned at the solution-aware level, when it needs to be the problem-aware level, YouTube can't find the audience for it. It sends it to your core subscribers, they watch it, but then YouTube tries to test it wider, and nobody else cares because they don't know they need that solution yet. Browse traffic is where scale happens. So that's the first thing to look at. Is your video positioned to reach beyond your core? Every video is someone's first time seeing you. If you're wondering how to position your ideas before you make them, you can watch that video in the corner next. It walks you through exactly this. So that's positioning. But even with perfect positioning, there's something else that kills videos after a couple of days. That's whether YouTube is even paying attention to your video in the first place. YouTube can't watch every video. There are millions uploaded every day. YouTube has limited bandwidth to test new content. The way you earn more of that attention is consistency. When I first started, I was all over the place. I had a lot of things to juggle. I had to learn everything all at once. I was figuring out filming, editing, scripting, thumbnails, everything. My upload schedule reflected that. Sometimes once a week, sometimes weeks would go by. And it took a while, but I finally got my act together. And my views reflected that inconsistency. YouTube didn't know what to do with me. Eventually, I got my processes in place. I got some practice, and I was able to focus on consistency. Consistency in who my videos were for. Consistency in showing up and posting in my sweet spot. You see that golden key behind me? I keep it there to remind myself that consistency is the golden key to YouTube. I truly believe it's the reason for my growth. Not because I'm the best at what I do, but because YouTube learned it could count on me. Every time it sent people to my videos, they watched. Every time it promoted me, I delivered. Every week, I showed up. So YouTube paid more attention. Now, I know some of you want to do both long form and shorts. That's a choice, not a requirement, but if that's you, there's a problem. It's a lot of work. Filming, editing, repurposing the same content into different formats. Most creators either burn out or only focus on one format. This video is sponsored by Nexus Clips, and if you want to do both, this is how I solve that problem. Nexus Clips uses AI to find the best clips from your long-form content automatically. Auto-generate shorts with captions and formatting, and that way what used to take hours can now take minutes. If you want to do both formats without the editing grind, check out Nexus Clips. Use code DAVE for 10% off. There's a link in the description. All right, back to why your videos are dying. Because even with good positioning and consistency, there's a trap that catches almost everyone. Your metrics are lying to you. You look at your analytics. CTR 3.7%, average view percentage 50%. So why is it only 300 views? Look at this. One of my videos, stellar retention, amazing CTR, dead before the end of the second day. This video stopped getting views months ago. So what does a good metric look like? I spent a very long time trying to figure this out. How to improve them? What's the magic number? Here's what's actually happening. Those metrics look good because YouTube only tested it on your core audience. This is a different video, but look, 75% from subscribers and only 12.9% from browse. That's normally like 70% plus. With that retention, your subscribers will click and watch. They already like you, but YouTube never tested it wider to see if strangers would click. So I'm sitting there staring at these great numbers, trying to figure out what I did wrong. I've experimented with different thumbnails, rewriting titles, testing different approaches. In the end, I just had to throw my hands up and say, I don't know. I'm not sure if I'll ever know. There are so many factors at play. Sample size, who YouTube sent it to, what time of day, what else was competing for their attention. It's so easy to come to the wrong conclusions. And look at this one. Poor retention by any standard, but almost 100K views. YouTube clearly thought it was worth promoting despite the metrics. So here's what I learned. I still look at metrics. Developing a gut sense for good and bad is worth it, but I treat them so much differently now. Once you've been making content for a bit, the novelty starts to wear off. Here's what I think actually matters. Focus on the things you can control. How often you upload, your satisfaction with the completed video. Are you enjoying the journey? Take a step back every once in a while and ask, do people actually want to watch the stuff I'm making? When you follow the metrics too closely, it's like keeping your head an inch from the ground. You can't see the path ahead of you. It's good to put your head down from time to time, but don't forget to come up for air every once in a while. And real quick, if this is clicking with you, if you could hit the like button, that would be nice. It really helps. So your metrics aren't what you think they are, but there is one metric that actually matters. I've spent too much time in my YouTube studio studying numbers, don't be like me, but here's what I've learned from all of that time and from looking at channels in my program. Some metrics move the needle more than others. They all point to the same thing. It's what YouTube cares about most. Everyone looks for the drop-off point. Where did people leave? That's not what you should focus on. The percentage near the end of your video, that's what matters. Right here at the 90% mark. What's your retention? With this video, it's 36% still watching near the end. But with this one, 10%. So why does this matter more? Because YouTube only cares about keeping people on the platform. That's its whole business model. Every metric YouTube tracks, CTR, watch time, average view percentage, all of it is just an extension of that goal. Keep people on YouTube. If your video keeps 30% of viewers until the very end, that's a strong signal. Those people aren't just watching, they're staying on YouTube because of your video. This is what YouTube is looking for. See how this line stays high at the 40% mark? That tells YouTube this video keeps people here. The drop-off points matter, but only in that you're keeping people engaged through to the end. So that's the retention metric you should care about. But even if your retention is strong, there's one mistake that will kill your video every single time. And that's packaging mismatch. Your title and thumbnail make a specific promise. Someone clicks because they're curious. But if your content doesn't match that promise, they bounce. Look at this pattern. People click, watch for 30 seconds, leave. YouTube sees this and thinks it's not engaging. Here's what this looks like. We'll use this video as an example, the one you're watching right now. The title is Why Your YouTube Videos Die After 48 Hours. When you clicked it, it was because you wanted to understand why, the explanation. But if this video was just a list of tips, post consistently, make better thumbnails, improve your hooks, no explanation of why, just what to do, that's a mismatch. You wouldn't have made it this far into this video. This is why everyone tells you to make your title and thumbnail before you film. Your packaging is the first link in a chain. If your thumbnail doesn't stop them in their tracks, they bounce. If the title doesn't build curiosity, they bounce. If the hook doesn't confirm the promise you made, they bounce. If the content doesn't match, they bounce. Lock your packaging in first, then deliver on that exact promise. When there's a mismatch, you'll see it here. Initial push, then nothing. YouTube tested it, people bounced, YouTube moved on. So that's 5 reasons. Here's the 6th, and honestly, it's the hardest one to hear. Some of your videos just die in 48 hours no matter what you do. If you're making videos about milestone celebrations, dead. Personal updates, dead. Thanks for subscribing videos, dead. I did this. I made a video nobody wanted. I spent about 3 months trying to let everyone know about my program when it was about to launch. We're in week 5 as of filming this. Having a lot of fun. And one of the things I did was make a video directly about it, a hard sell. The goal was to reach a small portion of my current audience, people who were already interested, already on the fence, already considering it. And as a result, it was a nothing video for many people. Someone brand new to my channel, they didn't care about my program. Someone finding me for the first time in Browse, they really didn't care about my program. They didn't even know who I am yet. Anyone who's not interested in joining the program, complete waste of their time. So of course YouTube doesn't promote it. Look at it, died in 48 hours. I don't regret making it. It served a purpose for the people it was meant for, but it's a prime example of the type of video you shouldn't make if you want to grow and build momentum. Because here's what value first actually means. Every video needs to be worth watching, not just to your core, to strangers on the homepage. Look at the difference. That program video died in 48 hours. This value first video, still growing weeks later. Remember those creators on my homepage? Sorted Food, NerdForge? Those are who you're competing against. Your video needs to be worth the click. Value first is how you sit next to those giants. Be the better choice for your audience. It's how you earn YouTube's attention. It's how you grow. And by the way, if you want weekly breakdowns of what's actually working on YouTube right now, not theory, actual data, I send that out in my newsletter weekly. Thousands of people already subscribe. You should too. There is a link in the description. But now you know the 6 reasons your videos die after a couple of days. But here's what's still missing: the positioning work that prevents this from happening in the first place. This video shows you exactly how to validate your ideas before you make them. Because understanding why a video dies is step 1, but not making that mistake again, that's step 2. Your video is showing up next to creators your audience loves. Make it worth the click.